So the VP, Kamala Harris, she's making the rounds because her poll numbers are horrible. So step number one is to go on Good Morning America, which is totally in the tank for the Democratic Party and always has been. So she sits down with Georgie Stephanopoulos, and here goes.
8 months ago, the president gave you the job of addressing the root causes of migration. But last month, we learned that in the past year had the highest number of illegal border crossings since they started to be recorded in 1960. What are you doing to turn that around? How long will it take?
Well, it's not going to be overnight. We can't just flip a switch and make it better. The reality is that we inherited a system, an immigration system that was deeply broken, and it's requiring us to actually put it back together in terms of creating a fair process that is effective and efficient.
Okay, let's talk about your role now.
Okay, so Stephanopoulos doesn't even follow up. So the vice president says, yeah, it's all Trump's fault, which is absolutely false because Trump's Remain in Mexico policy had stopped the massive influx of migrants in the USA for a year. So that's not true. Then she says that it's deeply broken. It's deeply broken because you have an open border. You're letting everybody in. That's why it's deeply broken. Trump didn't let everybody in. And then the third thing is that we inherited an immigration system, and it's requiring us to actually put it back in terms of creating a fair process. To them, a fair process is open border. You don't deny anybody, even criminals. Now, Stephanopoulos could have had a field day, but he's not interested, and he doesn't know anything. Remember, George Stephanopoulos is Bill Clinton's chief of staff. Then he latched on to ABC. And I mean, in October, Good Morning America averaged about 3 million viewers a morning. That's nothing. So nobody's actually watching Georgie. And whatever is said on the program doesn't mean anything. But it just torques me off because shouldn't there be some standard of journalism? You got an open border situation. You got Kamala Harris, who's been put in charge of it. And all she can say is, it won't be overnight. You know why? That's insulting. It's insulting. You know, the follow-up question from Georgie should have been, give me one thing you've done to stop the mass migration. Just one. Very specifically, Ms. Vice President. Think Georgie could handle it? Could not. Doesn't want to.